Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It is Simon the Watch Guy. Today I just want to take everybody on a journey. Now, this is kind of the journey, if you like, into watch discovery. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I kind of mean by that is this is how I will start off my day, my week. I will type in something like a swatch jellyfish. Okay, now these stretch back to around about, I don't know, say 1985. Here you go. In fact, this is from 1985. This is the GK100. Now, this is extremely significant, and I will explain why a little bit later on. So, normally I will go ahead and I'll open a new tab, and I might take a look for, let's look at the swatch random ghost. Okay, now I had a random ghost, and it's actually one of my most popular videos actually on the channel. Now, these came out, the SUOK 111, these came out in 2013. You can fetch them for reasonably affordable prices. These, for me, fall into affordable prices. So let's have a look. There's one here, which looks really nice, actually. Not too much yellowing on it. Looks okay. A little bit dull, but that's okay. And there's another one here, and that looks okay. That looks really, really nice, actually. I prefer the green on this one. You can see the battery in the bottom left. Sorry, I can't quite point to it, unfortunately. Not too keen on the quality of the strap. So, yeah, that's kind of for the day. I'm probably not going to look at many more of the swatches. So then what I do, I might, I don't know, I might look at let's type in Steinhardt, and I keep hearing this one mentioned, the Steinhardt Gmt Ocean. Now, to me personally, it looks relatively generic. It does look like, you know, a classic sort of GMT model, which is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind actually owning one. But again, I've jumped straight from a quality. You've got the Mercedes hands. It looks sort of like a Rolex homage. So, am I in the market for one of those? Probably not. Probably not. But I can see why people buy them. So, next up, I generally take a look, and I don't just browse eBay. I look at, there's a site, if anyone is aware of this, called Chrono24. I'm sure everyone who watches my videos has seen this before. But you can find luxury watches and everything in between, really. Tudor Black Bay, let's take a look at one of those. Am I in the market for one of these? This is the US site, actually, but am I in the market for a Black Bay? It just doesn't really do it for me. I think it's the hour hand. I just don't get it. I understand, again, it's one of those, I understand why people love them. I just don't quite get it myself. Something I do want, actually, is a G-Shock Frogman. I really want one of these guys. I'm a desk diver. I don't go diving, but tough solar, and it's that kind of weird shape. The way they protrude out more on the left-hand side of the watch. They've got the Frogman etched in. I think is this the Master Frogman? Let's click on this one. I don't know if this is the limited. I've seen a limited edition one a while back. Don't think it was this one. So, okay, we've seen quite a few watches now. So where does that lead me? Well, I actually, now and again, I might take a look on Reddit watches and see what people have posted up. Now, match your synthetics. Wow, so someone's posted up a G-Shock with, is that even custom made? Is that? maybe Hudinky. Let's check out this. Okay, I've seen people with this red one. Again, that's another one I don't fully get it. I do like the design. I love the Casio. I do love it, and the price as well. But this is not solar. I don't believe this is solar. I don't know. After having solar watches, it's hard to go back. Once you've had a solar watch, it's really difficult to go back. Let's see what else has been posted. Oh, there you go, Tudor Black Bay, which we've just actually run into. Here's an Omega Seamaster Aqua. Keep seeing this one mentioned. A few channels have been mentioning this one. The Hamilton Pilot here, quite a nice looking watch. Never owned a Hamilton actually. I did come close to looking at a what's it called? Not the Jazzmaster, Hamilton Ventura. It was the Hamilton Ventura. I did come remarkably close. It was, I think it was this one, possibly, maybe this one. I think it was this. No, it was this one. It was with the silver, yeah, because I think the shop I was looking at had two in stock, and by the time I went to purchase it, it sold out. I was so upset. Now, the Ventura has a power reserve of, I think, 70 hours. Oh, it says 80 hours here. I thought it was 70. Okay. So they've got the Hamilton Caliber H10. It looks like a really nice movement. Really nice movement, this one, guys. Check this out. If we can see the back. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Look at the... can we see it from this way? It looks like a really high-end movement, to be honest. I mean, just looking at it, you've even got blued screws there. Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, before you know it, this is kind of how this all ends up. And before I know it, I've got 30 tabs open full of watches. And normally I will look down the page and I'll start to, what's this? And I've not seen this one before. And this will lead me down a rabbit hole, kind of as you've just seen. Oh, I quite like those. Not keen on those ones with the lock-in system. 46mm. Oh, I think that might be a little bit big for me. But back to my original tab. The reason I had this swatch open is because I have just actually, I'm glad that one's shown up, because I have just found on the Swatch website that the Big Bulge Jellyfish is out. It's been out a couple of months. I did actually see this, the kind of release date, if you will. Now, I had a viewer of mine contact me, and they said, "Are you going to bring the Big Bowl Jellyfish to the channel?" And I replied, "No." The reason is, I think the design is amongst the most beautiful design I've ever seen in a watch. I'm not keen on the 47mm. I think that's a bit ridiculous. But the actual design, I think it's absolutely classic. It's unbelievable. I can't tell you how much I love that design. I don't know if it's because you've got the transparency versus the big bold colours, the swatch red, blue, yellow. What I cannot deal with in a swatch is the loud tick. I can't cope with it, because you can go down to your local market, your local shop, and you can buy a watch, and I have done this, for £6, and it will exhibit the same ticking noise as a swatch. And I can't bring myself to deal with it. It keeps you up at night. I mean, if you've ever had a swatch near you at night in the same room, I just don't. I love swatch designs, but I do not get the reason they tick so loud. So, a long story short, I want to try and keep this under 15 minutes if I can. There is a guy on eBay who sells the Jellyfish automatic conversion, and they look a little bit, I think this is the one. So this guy here, Milano, Italy, and this guy seems to restore, I don't know how he does it, But what he does is he takes the automatic swatch movement, which is the 2824, is it? Let's just check this out. Swatch Auto 2824, I think it is. Something like that. Yeah, the ETA 2824. And has a power reserve, I think 38 hours, I believe. And it's a really quite a robust movement. Somewhat similar, I guess, to the 7S26 from Seiko. And he actually drops in the movement and sells them online. So I don't know how much profit this guy makes, but as you can see, if we zoom into the photo, this kind of defeats the problem with the random ghost. And with the random ghost, if you remember, I had it on the channel a while back. That was my only complaint about the watch. Well, the strap as well. The strap was quite tough. But my main complaint was just the ticking noise. Now, what this guy is doing defeats that. So I think I found my next watch, guys. I am going to now. I know I've had about 2 or 3 messages asking me, am I going to review the big bowl jellyfish, which we saw a few minutes ago. I'm not going to bring that to the channel because there's just no chance I'm going to appreciate the tick. What I am going to bring to the channel is this. It is £159 and £13.38. So, okay, I'm going to bring this to the channel, guys. I'm going to do this. Now, what I would quite like to see on this channel, in order to keep this channel going, because we are approaching we've got to be approaching now maybe 3 years of bringing watches to YouTube. The cost of doing this, guys, is really, as you can see, I mean, this is a kind of I don't want to say just a conversion piece, but this is a conversion piece. So I'm wondering how the subscribers, because we've got over 300 now, I think 358 at the last count, which I massively appreciate. I always said in the beginning, if I get 10, I will be over the moon. I'm just wondering how many people would be happy to pledge anything towards a Patreon. For anyone who doesn't know what Patreon is, a lot of YouTubers actually use this method because for someone like myself who is trying to create content, I need to get a better camera. I need to get a better setup, better audio equipment. And that's before you even get the watches. I need to get a better editing software, equipment. All of these things add up. And it's not really just the fact that the watches themselves cost, it's all of the things that go into it as well. So I am considering a Patreon channel, a Patreon platform, sorry. So in the next video, I will be bringing you this automatic conversion watch, and I will have a link in there so people who want to pledge and really support the channel, and it can be £1 a month, it can be £5 a month, £10 a month, however much you value the channel, value the content, and with that money, 100% of it will go into new watches, it will go into better equipment, and as a result of that, this channel can increase. We can get to 1,000 subscribers. We can have bigger, better, more bold watches on the channel. We might start to see things like a Tudor. We might start to see things like a Rolex. As you can imagine, for one person with no financial support, no ability, no sponsorship from all of these fantastic shops and watch companies out there, as an independent who is truly independent, it's really difficult to bring this content to the channel. So what I'm asking you guys, just to wrap this up, is if anyone is interested in pledging any support whatsoever, please let me know in the comments below, and we will go from there. And hopefully I can keep bringing you guys content for the foreseeable future. Okay, let me know what watches you've been looking at, and let me know if you're looking forward to looking at a conversion watch, which we've never had on the channel. This will be our first watch that's been converted from a quartz into an automatic piece. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.